Hi everyone, this is Christine. It is Thursday, July 28th, 2016. It's in the afternoon. I'm going to make a video on something that's coming to me today. It's not a trickle and it's not a tidal wave. It's just like a steady stream. I've been watching a lot of different videos, mainly just to learn, because I am interested in learning and growing, expanding, things like that. Anna's video last night on the purpose of the serpent. I don't know if any of you watched that. That was a good one. I've been looking up videos on the Kundalini. And I'm going to share with you what's coming to me today. It's a different perspective. Okay, we all know that Jesus came, and what he did was become the serpent. All of us, as weird as it sounds, all of us have a serpent in us. You know, our spine looks like a serpent with the tailbone as the head. It's a triangle shape, the tailbone. And it's a big triangle. And then there's another smaller one at the top of your head, like at the neck. That would be the tail end of the snake. So it's a snake that's kind of facing downward, like towards the person's bowels, is what our spine looks like. And Jesus came in human form, but he had serpent in him too. Do you remember Anna talking about red and blue? The red serpent and the blue one? The blue one was the Sephar and the red one was the red dragon from Revelation. Well, if you put them together, you get purple, which is the color of royalty. So the one doesn't destroy the other one. They just merge and become purple or royalty or the overcomer. Well, he came and then he took on the sins, the wild ways, so to speak, of the fallen nature, and he died from it, because when a snake bites you, you die from it. If it's a poisonous, venomous one, it's a wild snake and it bites you. So then he died, but in dying and taking in the venom, he also overcame in death and then resurrected and became the cure. Okay, I'm going to show you. If this is our spine, here's a small triangle. Okay, this is the head or the neck of a person. This is a bigger triangle. This is the tailbone. Of a person. The big triangle, guys, is feminine energy. It's the divine. The small triangle is masculine energy. It is consciousness. When Adam and Eve fell, they lost consciousness. And this is why women have had such a hard time in life. Because the unconscious man wants to destroy the woman or the divine. This is why you have domestic violence, rapes, being subject or under somebody, being oppressed, things like that. Who was Adam? Adam was the Son, S-O-N, S-U-N, who reflects the sun's light, the moon. Eve. So Eve is the glory of Adam. He is the sun, S-O-N, S-U-N. She is the moon. I don't know if you're seeing where I'm going with this. Adam shines his light. He's the sun, S-O-N, because he's male, as opposed to a daughter who would be a female. So he's the sun, S-O-N. He's also the sun, S-U-N. He radiates light. She reflects the light because the moon has no light of its own. It only reflects. So what does that mean? It means she bears his light. Eve was the glory of Adam, just like wives are supposed to be the glory of their husbands. She bears, as the moon, his light as the sun, S-U-N. That makes her a light bearer. And what else? A woman is the one who bears children. Who is the light bearer in the Bible, guys? It's Lucifer, the devil. Who is Lucifer the devil? The snake and the serpent. Who is feminine energy? It's serpent energy. Lucifer, another name for him, besides light bearer, is Venus. Who is Venus? Venus is the goddess of love. It's Eve. People have been thinking that Lucifer is a man and that he's the devil and a snake. It's Eve, guys. It's not a man. It's a woman. It's Eve. But she's not evil. She's creation. She's divine love. She's desire. She's beauty. She's everything good. She's creation. She's where everything came from. Because without her, nothing would exist. So you have the man up here. The reason his triangle is smaller is because he came from Eve. Okay, now granted Adam came first, but in the normal birth process, a boy or a man comes originally from his mother, and she bears him and gives birth to him. So that's why the divine triangle down here is bigger than the smaller one up here. This is feminine energy. This is masculine energy. Feminine energy and God is energy. Okay, God is a wave of energy, and that's what women are. They're waves. They have moods. They have cycles. Okay, they get moody, irritable. Feminine women are waves. They have waves like the ocean. Men are consciousness. Now granted, Adam, when he fell, he lost consciousness, and in his losing his consciousness, decided that she was now evil. Remember when they fell at first? Remember when Adam and Eve first fell? Eve fell first. And then Adam, at first, he didn't want to leave Eve's side because he loved her so much. That's why he chose to fall with her. But as soon as the two of them fell, when God came to them in the garden, Adam said, oh, it's her fault. She's the one who did it. So first, he wanted to die for her, die with her, because he couldn't bear being without her. And that's why he fell with her. He chose it actively. Actively. And then, as soon as they fell, he goes and blames her for all of his problems, which is pretty much what men do today, too. They blame their women for all their problems. Who has been demonized throughout the ages? Who has been called witches? Who has been burned at the stake? Women. Who has been blamed for everything that's ever gone wrong in the world? Women. It's Eve, guys. She's the divine. She's the one who's oppressed under unconscious men. But what's going on now is consciousness is waking up, okay? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it over here so I don't lose my picture. We've got one triangle, and then we've got the other one. So we've got one masculine triangle and one feminine triangle. And what we have is the six-pointed star. It's the Star of David. It's the Jewish star, which is also Jesus, even though Jesus said, I'm not the king of the Jews. It's the six-pointed star, guys. So you have one triangle is consciousness. The other triangle is the serpent energy of the feminine divine. So masculine is consciousness, feminine is the serpent energy. When you put them together, what happens is that consciousness penetrates into the divine. Because the divine, when she is a wild serpent, it's like a live wire. She'll hiss at you, she'll snap at you, she'll jump at you, she'll whip you with her tail, kind of smack you around. She'll want to bite you. She's vicious and ferocious. This is women when they're really nasty. But then you have consciousness, the male energy, who comes in and sort of sits on top of her, penetrates her. This is also the masculine organ penetrating the feminine, and it kind of calms her down, and it brings her back to her senses and her faculty. Because when she's conscious, she can start thinking reasonably again. The unconscious woman is mean and nasty. The unconscious man is mean and nasty. Both of them feel separated from the world, and that's why they have no heart, and they can kill their fellow man and not think twice about it. When you're unconscious, you can do a lot of nasty stuff, and that's where the world has been, in unconsciousness primarily. But now consciousness is coming in. The masculine energy of consciousness is coming in, and the divine feminine has paid her dues, and she's gone through hell, through school, through her straitjacket at the crazy asylum. Okay, and I'm talking about feminine energy in general, not people. It's been rehabilitated and it's been set free. So now the feminine energy can go back to being love. She doesn't have to worry about being mistreated or beaten up or raped or pillaged or anything like that anymore. Because she has consciousness. She's gained consciousness because the masculine has penetrated her. She's no longer wild. She's now tame and manageable. The masculine gets the feminine energy, which he has loved all along, just like Adam has loved Eve all along. So he gets his woman back, and she gets reunited back with her consciousness, because when she fell, she lost consciousness. And losing your consciousness is the same thing as if you get hit upside the head and you fall to the ground and you're out like a light. Okay, it's interesting with these terminologies. But if you're in a car accident or something like that and you get knocked unconscious, you're laying there on the ground and you don't come to until you're usually in the hospital. You know, you don't remember the ambulance ride, you don't remember anything, any surgeries you might have had, because you're unconscious. Adam and Eve fell unconscious when they fell, and in their unconsciousness they became very cruel and mean and nasty, and the whole world pretty much followed suit. It was in the bloodline. But now consciousness has come back through Jesus, thankfully. Although that was, years ago, but he's been working his ministry to kind of bring it back, because he took on the serpent venom, died with it, and then turned it into a cure and resurrected. So now consciousness is back, and he's been trying to bring consciousness little by little, person by person, over the generations and the ages. He's been trying to bring people back to consciousness, and we're about there. We are there, but we still have a ways to go. But Adam, who was once consciousness, now gets his consciousness back, and he gets his woman back, who he loved. And then Eve, who fell unconscious when she fell, gets her consciousness back. She gets to wake up again from being unconscious, which is also being in a deep sleep. So she gets to now wake up again, because the masculine energy of consciousness has penetrated her, has come back into her, and has given her life once again. So now you have the two as one, which is the same thing as marriage. The two shall become one. So now you've got the two triangles as one, and you've got the Star of David. And the divine spark is right there in the middle. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. I don't know if any of this makes sense to anybody, but that's what came to me. And this is just from various videos that I've been watching, just little pieces that I'm getting from each video that are standing out to me. And then all of a sudden today, it's like, the piece from this one, piece from this one, piece from this one, this one, this one, this one. Everything just started, I've started seeing how everything was snapping into place. And that's where I got this from. So I wanted to share it in case it makes sense to anybody else. Guys, the light bearer is not Lucifer. It's not a man. It's Venus. The light bearer is Eve. She bears children, and she bears the light of Adam. But when Adam went unconscious, his light went out, and as a result, she went dark. That's why she's the moon. But now his light is back up. She's able to reflect his light, and consciousness has come back to this planet. So, the serpent energy, guys, the light bearer, Lucifer, Venus, is really Eve. It's not a man at all. Okay. I hope this makes sense. And take care. Be well, everybody. Have a great day. And I will talk to you again soon in the next video, whenever that is. Okay, bye-bye.